Welcome to Reflective 23 Designs. Let's see what's going on today.
Blade span explained, and LED ceiling fans in this video. Alright, this is the blade span explained, and pretty much what it is you see in the image here. You see the whole way, that 54, which is the whole way across both blades combined with the middle. Pretty much the whole way across the blade assembly. That's the blade span. Sometimes it's on individual blades themselves, like a 3-blade will do individuals, but usually like a 5 or 6 blade or higher, they can go like 8 or 10 or whatever, they'll do it the whole way across from end to end plus the middle. So that's the blade span. Here's the fan, the first fan from the first fan video. This one here, as you can see, the specifications sit there and say the blade width is 20 inches wide. So it's a pretty major misconception, I should say. You can see it right here where it says blade width 20 inch, blade length 18 inch. This blade width and the blade length still doesn't make sense. So this is the one that is about 9 inches. The blade spans 9 inches, not 18 or 20. I'm kind of baffled. It's an 18-inch fan. So I'm not sure how it could be a 20-inch blade width if it's an 18-inch fan. Makes no sense. So this is what I'm catching. This is from Walmart's site. And here's the other one. The one was posted earlier in another video. This one was installed, and I had to remove it. One thing is, misconception is supposed to be an 18-inch blade width, but it's not. Blade span is supposed to be 18, but it's not. Also, secondly, something's bent, like the shaft or something had a major fan blade wobble, and the fan made some noise like it was something loose inside or something like that. And as you can see here, it says 18-inch blade span. Now, what I'm not sure about is the whole fan is 18 inch, but they're trying to say the blade span is 18 inches, which means the fan would have to be technically bigger. Here's another example. This one really is kind of bad, really, in the way you see it's a 20 inch, and it says 20 inch across and 5.1 on the height, but it doesn't show, if you notice, the blade dimensions, like the blade span, nothing like that. It doesn't show anything like that. This is a lot of the problem with these fans and trying to find the right one. Here's a 24-inch, so-called 24-inch fan. And if we look at the dimensions, it shows 23.6 across, 5.2 in the height. We get in here, what's the blade span? Oh, look at that, 52-inch. It says 52-inch. It shows the dimensions of the fan is 23.6 on a technical 24-inch fan. So 23.6, so it's under. And then it says the blade span, I should say, is 52 inches. So I'm not seeing it in the picture. So this must be different. And the fan blade must really stick out past the housing. That's the only way I can see it happening. Here's another one. At least this one, in the details, pretty much a description. It's honest. As you can see, it says it's a 13.8 inch blade span. So the blade span is 13.8 inch. On this particular 24-inch fan. It's kind of odd that it's that small of a fan blade compared to how big the fan is. So, but this is what I was talking about. It's really tricky to find the right fan. And I'll put up one more. One more I think is kind of, it's just way too much focus on light. All right, last fan. This one here is, I don't know, maybe a kid's room or something. I don't want to use this. You can see how it says 24-inch fan or 24-inch low power ceiling fan. But what I think is interesting, you realize how small that center fan technically is, the fan itself is. And it shows here 23.2 across instead of 24. And then you look at this, it says the blade span is 24 inch. Of course, it's unbranded brand, but it's saying it's a 24-inch blade span. I don't know how that's possible on a 23 and some odd inch light, doesn't make sense, or a fan I should say, doesn't make sense to me. But this is a lot of what I was talking about. I figured I'd just put up a video on this, on the differences in fans. I kind of encountered this trying to do the ceiling fan and just noticing there's a lot of problems with a lot of way things are listed and typed up. It's a lot of misconception, wrong information, pretty much, not the right thing really. And it doesn't make sense to me why these manufacturers can't be honest. Because I'm a very technical person when I go to do something. Like when I went to get this ceiling fan, I was looking for an 18-inch blade span. And I kept seeing this and seeing this and seeing this. And then getting these different fans and found out that if I want a 16.5, 16, I have to go 24-inch fan. So I figured if I wanted to get an 18-inch blade fan, or 18-inch span, I should say, on a blade, I would have to probably go 26 to 30-inch fan, depending on who makes it and how big they want to make the blade. But I'm going to end the video here, so I'm going to stop a little bit of information on what to look out for with the ceiling fans. Like I said, it's really bad, the technical specs. If you're looking for a certain size, make sure you look at the technical specs and maybe even contact the seller. I don't know if they'll be honest with what the size is, but like I said, I have another fan coming, which will be fan 3. Hopefully this one will work. It's supposed to be 16.5. It's honest, kind of like that flowery looking ceiling fan. That one there was honest, saying that is a 13.8. And we're going to end the video here. So hope you got a lot of information out of this video here. I tried to do my best to put the points across. And, I just kind of stumbled across this whole weird fan thing and people just not being honest with what they're selling. I would say some of this stuff is garbage. Some of it's decent. Take a chance on it. Well, I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time. Bye-bye for now.